Hello everyone, how are you all? Welcome back to the class, guys. I hope you all are doing really great and enjoying our mapping series which we have started. We have completed world geography mapping, guys. We have started Indian mapping, and under which we have seen rivers. I hope you have watched these videos. Those who are coming directly, they can watch from here too, but these are also completed, right? Now from here, we are going to focus on the mountain ranges. Very, very important things. You must have heard different mountain ranges: Nag Tibba, Gasherbam, Masherbam. You must have Mount Everest, Kanchenjunga, K2, Mishmi, Miri. You must have heard about Annapurna, Makalu, right? All these mountain ranges will be on your tips. Kedarnath, Kamit, Nanda Devi, Kanchenjunga, all these will be on your tips now, guys, right? So throughout this lectures, we will be focusing on the mountain ranges. Now, first of all, before starting this, let me ask you certain questions, guys. First of all, you tell me that what that thing is known as a rooftop of the world. I have told you in the that particular class of world geography, rooftop of the world. That means this is the highest point from where several mountain chains are emerging. So this is known as Pamir Knot, right? Pamir Knot. Second question: where is this Pamir Knot situated? Knot. Where is this situated? You have to understand that. I'll show you too. And from there, you will see this is the knot kind of thing, means Ghat. Why? Because from here you will see that several mountain ranges are emerging. For example, these are Trans Himalayas, Hindu Kush, Kirthar. Over here you will see Kunlun Shan. Over here also you will see certain mountain ranges. So what we are understanding that this is something, a kind of node from where several mountain ranges are emerging. Where is this situated? This is situated in the core of Tajikistan. So this is Tajikistan country. This is situated over here and bordering with other countries also. I'll be showing you in the map. From here only you will see the Trans Himalayas and Himalayas. Our focus area will be Himalayas, right? And from second perspective, I am telling you. See from the second perspective that our beautiful country, whole India, is divided into certain physiographic division. Okay, I'm sorry if I have made it a bit wrong, but you understand. So our India has been divided into several physiographic division. This division is basically comes under the Himalayan division, because over here you will find Himalayan mountain ranges and peak. We have to see the ranges and peak. Peak is a single mountain peak, right? Height will be written on side by side. Ranges, several accumulation of peaks. That this is one peak. This is a range. Karakoram range, Ladakh range, Askar range. Like this we are going to see. So this is one physiographic division. Next physiographic division you will see in the form of plains, in the form of deserts, in the form of plateau, in the form of Eastern Ghat, Western Ghat, in the form of islands. Like this, whole geography is divided. But over here in this particular video, my focus area is Himalayan division, and we are going to see the Himalayan peaks, right, from in this lecture. So likewise, we are going to start and see first of all that this is our focus area from here, which I was telling you. This area, we have certain peaks in the southern India also. We will call it peninsular plateaus or peninsular peaks. We'll be studying that too. Okay, don't worry about this. But for the scope of this class is your only Himalayan mountain. See this Pamir Knot, guys. This Pamir Knot is basically, you can see that this country is Tajikistan. So mostly Pamir Knot area you will see in Tajikistan, but also touching China, also touching Kyrgyzstan, also touching Afghanistan, a bit of Pakistan also, right? So over here you will see from here Tian Shan emerging, Kunlun Shan emerging. Yeah, apne China ke we have read it in China's world geography mountain system, right? Over here you will see Karakoram Himalaya. Today we are concerned about our beautiful India. Over here we will be seeing it. Karakoram ranges, Ladakh ranges, all ranges we will be seeing. Himalayas, Hindu Kush Kirthar from here, right? So now we will be studying this, guys. Understand? So the scope of this class is basically to understand to understand different mountains. Over here, when Indian plate collided with the Eurasian plate because of the plate tectonic activities, you must understand this activities, how collision happened, why the formation of fold mountains happened. This is the part of your physical geography. Don't worry about it, right? Over here, this is, we are only in this class concerned with the mountain peaks and ranges. So this, because of this collision, Himalayan ranges formed over here, right? So there were some mountain ranges which were older than Himalayas, so we called them trans Himalayas. So over here you will see trans Himalayas, this range as trans Himalayas. All right, these are certain headings I am writing down, guys. Trans Himalayas, this we will focus upon in this class. Then you will see the outer Himalaya, or not the outer Himalayas, but the great Himalaya. Over here you will see the great Himalayas, like this, going towards the Arunachal Pradesh also. This is your great Himalayas. Second, first trans Himalayas we will be focusing upon. Second, great Himalayas. Third, my focus would be on middle Himalayas. These are your third lesser Himalayas, you can say. All will be rectified to you in the end. Just understand. Analytically, I'll be telling you. And your third one is the Shivaliks. This is your Shivaliks. All right. And fifth part is your one more over here, Purvanchal Hills. Part of Himalayas only, Purvanchal Hills, the northeastern hills basically. This is the area of scope of this class. We are going to understand what are trans Himalayas, what are important peaks of trans Himalayas, what are important ranges of trans Himalayas. Okay. Next we will move on to great Himalayas, next lesser Himalayas, Shivaliks, Purvanchal Hills, and this will be your Himalayan mountain ranges. Scope of this class is to remember all the important peaks from here. You have already remembered the rivers flowing from here. Indus, Ganga, Indus, Satluj, Ganga, Brahmaputra from here. Right, this you have done. Now the important peaks, the mountain peaks from here we are going to see. Okay, see this map, guys. We are seeing trans Himalayas, right? Trans Himalayas, my first topic. Trans Himalayas occupy the state of Jammu and Kashmir, not the state of Jammu and Kashmir, but the UT of Ladakh. All right, and over here, this will be mostly containing in the Tibet region also. That's why this Trans Himalayas, another name is Tibetan Himalayas too, Tibetan Himalayan ranges, because of its presence in the Tibet area too. And Tibet is one of the, or one, not one of the, but world's highest plateau over here. Right, so there you will see that the Trans Himalayas range is this. All right, so you have to focus upon, see guys, here this is your Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. In rivers also, in the mapping also I have shown you in the rivers mapping, right? Over here you understand that the most important chain is your Karakoram range. This is your Karakoram range. First of all, just identify things. What you have to remember, I'll be telling you. Then over here, Ladakh. KL, alphabetically you have to go down. Then Zaskar. Zaskar, Ladakh. You have seen how Indus River is flowing through these ranges. In the river, Indus River system, we have very broadly, we have seen it, right? Over here, you have to understand that on Karakoram range, we have peaks situated. We have to remember 3-4 peaks, guys. These 3-4 peaks are, first of all, K2. Here you will find Gasherbam. Here you will find Masherbam. Don't worry about it. Just see. Now these Trans-Himalayans over here, this is your Tibet part. Over here, I have already told you that this is Kailash range. Over here, Kailash range you will find. This is known as Kailash range. Over here, you will also find on the Zaskar range, you will find over here the Nanga Parvat, guys. Nanga Parvat. Okay. Over here, you will find. I'll be telling you exact location on the map too, but just see. So these are the parts and ranges and peaks of Trans-Himalayas. Trans-Himalayas height is not more than Great Himalayas. Their average height you will find near about, over here you will find around 5,000 to 6,000 meters. Average height. Nobody will ask, but I'm telling you. This much thing you have to understand first of all. Karakoram range, Ladakh range, Zaskar, K2, Gasherbam, Masherbam, Nanga Parbat. About information about them, I'll be giving you. Passes we'll be studying in different lecture. All passes will be on your tips too. Don't worry. If you want passes video also, just comment down, guys. All glaciers video, I'll be making it separately so that hold should be made. Rivers hold you have right now, how Indus is flowing through. Okay. Right now, mountain ranges hold also you will get, and then other overlapping cheeजें we will be adding on. Okay. First of all, in this map also you try to understand different maps I have added. This is your UT of Jammu, UT of Ladakh. Okay. Over here you are seeing Karakoram range like this. You are seeing Ladakh range like this. You are seeing Zaskar range like this. All the ranges are in this UT only. And over here you are seeing Kailash range. My objective is to show you 2-3 things, guys. Over here, focus on 3 mountain peaks first of all. K2, 8611 is the height. You have to remember 8600 also you can remember. Reference point will be our Everest. Everested 8458 something. We will be checking it, but 8400 around or 8800 around 8854 something like that. But I'll be telling you. Don't worry. So the correct Everest height you write 8848. 8848, 888, and in between half of it, 8848 meter. This should be your reference point for all the mountains. And this is also nearby, only 200 meters. Let's you have K2. K2 is present in the Trans-Himalayan region of Great Karakoram or Karakoram, right? Also on Karakoram range, you will be getting Gasherbam. Gasherbam, no need to remember 8,000 meters, but you try to understand the 8,000 meter it is having. You have another peak over here, which is known as Masherbam. So this is today is the part of Pak occupied Kashmir, but you have to learn that. Masherbam, Gasherbam. It is written Brum over here, but you can remember Gasherbam, Masherbam, and over here K2. Okay, this is your Karakoram range. Then over here you will find Ladakh range too. Then over here you will find a Zaskar range, and on Zaskar range, somewhere you will find on Zaskar range, we have one Parvat is called Nanga Parvat. Few books represent it as the part of Great Himalayas. Okay, few books represent it as the part of Great Himalayas. So you keep it as the part of Zaskar range only, right? And over here K2 is basically also known as Godwin Austen. Another name for K2, Godwin Austen. All right. It is the world's second highest peak. First highest peak is Everest. After Everest, K2. Or you do one thing, don't put Nanga Parbat in the Zaskar range, guys, because in the NCRTs, we will follow the NCRTs. I have checked the NCRT. Nanga Parbat is part of the Great Himalayas. Great Himalayas have not started yet. This is the first portion we are doing of Trans-Himalayas. Right, guys? Over here, just read out the Trans-Himalayas right up, guys. Trans-Himalayas. Right. It is the north of Greater Himalayas. It includes ranges like Karakoram, Ladakh, Zaskar, Kailash. Karakoram range is known as the backbone of High Asia, also known as Tibetan Himalayan region. Average height is written 6,100 meters over here. You have seen, you have remembered 8,200 of K2, 8,200 something. right? But these are the highest mountain peaks of there. See, this is the NCRT map, guys. Over here, Karakoram you have seen, Ladakh, Zaskar, and Kailash also you will see over it. See, these guys, these ranges are very chaotic in nature. Nobody will, even the NCRT have specified it like this. So you cannot pinpoint them, sir, but exactly where it is. No, you cannot pinpoint them. But you have to have the rough understanding, like I am giving you. That is the best understanding you will have. Kailash range, you are having Kailash mountain, which I have already shown you, right, guys? This is on the Tibetan plateau over here. These are a type of trans Himalayas, or these are trans Himalayas. Now we have Himalayan division starting from here, and we have Great Himalayas first of all. Then we have Lesser Himalayas. Then we have Shivaliks. And like this, we will be covering all our things, right? Before that, you can see certain write-up about Karakoram. Just read it and ignore. Forget about glaciers right now and peak passes right now. I'll be telling you in separate video, right, guys? Pause the video and try to understand. Ladakh we have. Ignore the rivers. Rivers you have already seen. And Zaskar we have, right, guys? Ignore this point. Zaskar range, Nanga Parvat, we will be seeing it in Great Himalayas. See in this map, guys, Karakoram you have understood. Over here Ladakh, over here Zaskar. Then a Great Himalayas. This is the length of Great Himalayas. And Great Himalayas are stretching from the peak, you will say Nanda Parvat or Nanga Parvat, to Namcha Barwa. Namcha Barwa. Okay, let me show you over here, guys. I am saying that you have extended this Great Himalayas from Nanga Parvat to Namcha Parvat. Two peaks are connecting. Before understanding Great Himalayas, let me tell you about certain fault lines, guys. Topic is your fault lines. This is very important and very simple if you understand it simply. Otherwise, it is very chaotic also. Okay, you just check this out. Over here we have our like this bit over here and going like this, right? Over here you have seen, okay, this is your trans Himalayan region. Okay, this is your Great Himalayas, which are extending from Nanga Parvat to Namcha Parvat. Then you have Middle Himalayas, or you can call it Lesser Himalayas as this. This is Nepal country, right? Middle Himalayas are from here to here. Then you have Shivaliks. Like this you will be having, like this you will be having, right? These are Shivaliks. What you have to understand, guys, that this is your Tibetan plateau hole. If you will see, let me just correct it. Over here you have the Trans Himalayas. Just see like this. And this is your Tibetan plateau. This is your, what is the name? Trans Himalayas. This is your Great Himalayas. This is your Lesser Himalayas. This is your Shivaliks. Okay, now let me draw a graph over. Just understand what I'm trying to show. Just understand. So over here, when this collision were happening, certain depression, certain, for example, this uplifted region happened, and then another uplifted region happened. So there is something like valley shaped, right? So these valleys are nothing but depression, and these depression are nothing but fault lines. So in between these in between these ranges, you will be seeing Trans Himalayas, and between Great Himalayas, you are seeing some depression region. These are known as faults, right? So over here, you will be having certain faults too, which you have to understand. So between the Trans Himalayas and Greater Himalayas, you have one fault known as ITSZ. That is ITSZ. Full form: Indus Sangpo Indus Brahmaputra. structure zone or fracture zone basically. From here only you will see Indus is flowing and Brahmaputra is flowing. That's why Indus Sangpo structure zone. Between your greater Himalayas and lesser Himalayas, you again have some depressions over here, and this fault over here will be known as MCT. This MCT, and this MCT is known as main central thrust. Valleys around it, right? Between lesser Himalayas and Shivaliks, you will be having MBF, main boundary fault. And below Shivaliks, you will be having Himalayan frontal fault, HFF, Himalayan frontal fault. Directly question will be coming as not in your UPSC, it can come in your state basis also, that between Shivaliks and lesser Himalayas what fault is present, that is main boundary fault, Himalayan frontal fault. Okay, starting with IT asset. So what you are seeing? You are seeing that this is your, suppose this is your Tibetan plateau. Then over here between your Tibetan plateau and over here your Trans Himalayas are rising. Right. Then after Trans Himalayas, you are seeing Great Himalayas are height. They are having more height. Then your lesser Himalayas. Then your Shivaliks. If I ask you to mark the faults over here, this is your ITSZ. This is your MCT, main central thrust. This is your main boundary fault. This is your HFF, Himalayan frontal fault. As easy as this, guys. You have to remember just this. Okay. Now our focus area is Trans Himalayas. We have understood. Now our focus area is to understand second line, that is your Great Himalayas, right? Let us see Great Himalayas. See over here faults, guys. Indian Sangpo structure zone. It marks the boundary between Indian and Eurasian plates. The Karakoram and Ladakh lie north to the ITSZ. Likewise, they can ask you question. And originally formed the European plate. This is what I have shown you, ITSZ. So ITSZ se beyond, you are seeing K2, Masherbam, Gasherbam, you are seeing Karakoram, Ladakh, Zaskar, because these are the Trans Himalayas. Above it, below or in between, you will be seeing Kashmir Valley, which we'll be talking about. Don't worry about that, right? But see what you have to learn, that how they are separating and what they are separating. Higher Himalayas from the lesser Himalayas. So likewise, you have to remember these four faults. See the Great Himalayas, which you are seeing now, Nanga Parvat over here, you have seen 8100 meter. Going like this, it will be going like this. Himachal Pradesh entering to the Uttarakhand region also. See this map, Great Himalaya. So over here, it is also present in the Uttarakhand. These are known as Kumaon Himalayas. Kumaon Himalayas. Great Himalayas, you have known one range, that is one particularly peak, Nanga Parvat. Now you have to see the peaks of over here, guys. Very important in Uttarakhand state. I'll be taking you over here. Important peaks on Great Himalayas are, first of all, Bandar Poonch glacier, also peak also. Over here you will find, this is your Uttarakhand state, guys. I hope you must be understanding Uttarakhand, then Nepal, over here Himachal, then Jammu and Kashmir, right? So over here you will find, this is your Bandar Poonch. Bandar Poonch peak. Over here, this is your Yamunotri peak. This is over here Gangotri peak. Okay. More peaks on Great Himalayas in Uttarakhand state you will find over here Badrinath. This is your Badrinath. Over here Mana peak. Over here Kamet. Over here Trishul. No option other than remembering this. I am telling you, they will give you once and then you will think about where these peaks are. Okay. Badrinath, this is your Mana peak. This is your Kamet. This is your Trishul. One important peak over here, tallest peak of Uttarakhand or of India also, you can say, that is mainland India, you will say that is Nanda Devi. What is the height? 7817 meter. This You remember, guys. The rest all are below than that. So for this, you have reference point 7817. In the NCERT map also, you will find Kamet is written, Nanda Devi is written. Where these are? These are in the Uttarakhand state, guys. Over here, K2 is written. Masharman, Gasharman, we are doing it extra so that if somewhere around that will come, we will be knowing it. So let me draw again, or just draw the upper portion of northern India. Just see, guys. Right over here, if I mark these are greater Himalayas. Greater Himalayas, first of all, Nanga Parbat. Height of Nanga Parbat over here, you will write 8126 meter or 8100 meter. K2, you know, 8200 meter around. Mount Everest, we will be seeing it, that is 8848 meters. Okay, over here you are going like this and reach up to the Uttarakhand Himalayas. Over here you will find Gangotri, Yamunotri and Bandarpooch. Over here Gangotri, Yamunotri, Bandarpooch 3. Then I have told you about Badrinath, Mana, Kamet, Trishul, Nanda Devi. That's why these ranges are great Himalayan ranges. And right now we are just seeing the Indian part. On the Nepal side also, we have to see that there is one range, mountain ranges of great Himalayas. We have to write it, or we have to remember it, guys. Right? We will be seeing it. So write it down over here. Again, Bandarpooch, Yamunotri, Gangotri, Badrinath, Mana. This is your Kamet, Trishul and Nanda Devi. Like this. Exactly, they are not ask you, but you should know this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 mountain in Uttarakhand. 1 in your Jammu and Kashmir or in POK region. And this is also in your POK region, K2. Karakoram, Ladakh, Zaskar, Kailash. Moving forward to the Nepal region, because this great Himalayas is extending from here to the Namcha Barwa. So Nepal, you have to remember certain mountains, guys. See over here, Nepal. Nepal region, this is the range, Great Himalayan range, and we have certain peaks over here. One is Dholagiri, D. Second is Annapurna, A. Mansalu, M. You will find Mount Everest over here, E. Then over here, one more mountain, that is Makalu. Makalu, write it over here, see in your maps too, Makalu, M. Damim, Dholagiri, Annapurna, Mansalu, Everest. Everest height you should know 8848. And these all peaks which are present over here are basically these are basically more than 8,000 meter, guys. Average height is more than 8,000 meter. Okay. You just check out where you are living right now, at what height. You will be living mostly at 700 meters height. If you are of plains, 600 meters height. If you are from mountainous area, 1300 to 2000 meter height, right? But we are talking about mountains over here, like covered with snow almost throughout the year. This is in the Nepal region. Also, this range is also having Mount Kanchenjunga, which is in the borders, or which is present in the Sikkim, right? Mount Kanchenjunga. Mount Kanchenjunga height is 8598 meters. This also you should know, 8598 meters. Again, you add in this particular list, guys. This is Dholagiri, Annapurna, Mansalu, Everest, Makalu, and then this is your Kanchenjunga over here. Range which is going on Great Himalayan. Characteristics of Himalayan range you will understand. After this, you have to just read NCERT 11th class. You will remember everything now. The remembering point I am focusing upon. The rest of the knowledge, that the Himalayan range is spread from west to east, this all will be known. All will be known by all the students. But these things only you will be knowing, guys, if you will understand in a good manner. And last peak you will see over here, Namcha Barwa. Over here you see above Arunachal Pradesh. In the China region also, Namcha Barwa. Kanchenjunga you have seen, Makalu, Everest, Annapurna, Dholagiri. Now you see whatever, this is the NCERT 11th class map. So I am focusing upon it. Apart from that, Nanda Devi, you know, Trishul, you know, Kamet, you know, Badrinath, you know, Mana Peak, you know, Gangotri, Yamunotri and Bandarpooch. Kamet also you know. Over here you know about the Nanga Parbat. This is your K2, Gasharban, Masharban, Karakoram, Ladakh, Zaskar, Kailash range. This is now you are getting the whole of it. Pause the video, write everything once. Trans Himalayas also and Great Himalayas also. Now you come to the lesser Himalayas, guys. This is Great Himalayas. Now lesser Himalayas turn you have to see. Lesser Himalayas in this map, if you will see, lesser Himalayas is basically including your, this is your Great Himalaya. Now lesser Himalayas is including first of all these Pir Panjal range. Pir Panjal range, basically in Jammu region and in Himachal Pradesh too. Also Dhauladhar range in Himachal Pradesh region. This is Dhauladhar range. Alright, it is in Himachal Pradesh region. Then over here in Uttarakhand region also you will find two ranges of middle Himalayas or lesser Himalayas. All the tourist places which you will find of this Himachal Pradesh like Kullu, Manali and all will be containing in this middle Himalayas, right? These are the middle Himalayas or lesser Himalayas. In Uttarakhand region you will understand about, delete this first. Over here you will have Mussoorie range. And one more peak over here you will find of middle Himalayas is Nagatippa. So these all are containing in your middle ranges, middle Himalayas. So their height will never be more than 8,000 meter automatically. They will be somewhere around 4,000 meter to 6,000 meter automatically. This mind you should work, right? Over here you will find in the Nepal region extension of this middle lesser Himalayas is the Mahabharat range. Mahabharat range. Okay, and then your last, see again I am telling you, your Pir Panjal range, Dhauladhar range, your Mussoorie, on Mussoorie you have Nagatippa also, then Mahabharat range are the part of lesser Himalayas. Yeah, if I delete this part also, then my third range will be Shivaliks. Over here, Shivaliks. Height will be less automatically and it will be connecting with the plains too. Between, see the Shivaliks are also known as outer Himalayas. They are located in between Great Plains and lesser Himalayas. Normal height 600 to 1500 meters only. Over here you will see that 2400 kilometer is their normal distance from Potwar Plateau to Brahmaputra Valley. Southern slopes are steep while northern slopes. These are the characteristics of Shivaliks, guys. Characteristics. Width in Himachal Pradesh 50 km, in Arunachal Pradesh less than 15 km. Between Shivaliks and lesser Himalayas you will find the valley itself, and these valleys are known as basically dunes, right? Or west east mein you will find it as Dwars. For example, dunes in Dehradun in Uttarakhand, very famous. Other dune are Kotli Dune, Patli Dune, Chumbi Dune, no need to remember, but you have other important dunes in that region too. Okay? These are the characteristics feature of lesser Himalayas, also known as Himachal Himalayas. Also known as, these are Himachal Himalaya or lower Himalaya. Approximately 60 to 80 km wide, 2400 km in length. Elevation C 3500 to 4500. ये आपको ध्यान में रखना है. Already told you Mussoorie, Nagtibba ranges are over here. Mahabharat range in southern Nepal over here. Majority of the Himalayan resorts like Shimla, Mussoorie, Ranikhet, Nainital, Almora, Darjeeling are situated in these particular location of middle Himalaya. So over here you will find all the hilly locations, right? Automatically you have to keep in mind that these range is 3500 to 4500. They will never be 8000 meter above. They will never be 7000 meter above. Automatically your mind should work like that. This is the characteristics about the inner Himalayas, which are also known as Great Himalaya, also known as Himadri. See over here, Great Himalayan range. Average elevation above 6100 meters. Over here you will find syntaxial bend like this. Over here you will find one at Nanga Parvat, one at Namcha Barua. These are known as syntaxial bend. When collision happened, because of that two hinges developed, and it is like this, right? Now your one more thing is left, that is the northeastern part, guys. Northeastern hills. Okay, these area hills are left. Over here, this we will do now. Then we will be completing our North Indian or Himalayan ranges completed, right? And Trans Himalayans are like this. So let us see the northeastern hills. This is your northeastern India. This is your Bangladesh. Over here, Meghalaya boundary, Tripura boundary, Mizoram boundary, Manipur boundary, and this is Nagaland boundary. This is your Arunachal Pradesh, Bhutan, Assam, and Sikkim. Like this. This is your Bengal, West Bengal region. Now, before you have to understand that this region of Meghalaya, Garo Khasi Jaintia, and the region of over here are the part of peninsular India. These are not the part of Himalayan range, guys. So we will not study Garo Khasi Jaintia and this particular part in this area. Because why? Because when Earth collision happened, this continental collision happened, because of which what happened, there is a gap created between these two areas. Otherwise, Meghalaya was touching this particular part. And this gap, this depression is known as Malda Fault, Malda Gap. Otherwise, this was same part. So this was the part of peninsular India only. But because of the attachment with the Eurasian plate, a gap happened. Because of that, a depression happened. That is basically Malda Fault, also known as Malda Fault. Okay. So this is not the part of our Himalayan system. So what are the northeastern Purvanchal hills? Purvanchal hills are basically this: Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram, Tripura, Assam, what we are having, right? We will see one by one what is written over here. So first of all, we have Dafla over here, Dafla in Arunachal Pradesh. Then we have Miri. It is not written over here, but you will find in your atlas also. But if you don't have atlas, but mark it over here, Miri. Then we have Abor and we have Mishmi. 4 in Arunachal Pradesh. Dafla, Miri, Abor, Mishmi, and one more over here, Patkaibum. In this is also Arunachal. See, Arunachal ka border you have to know. This is Arunachal. Going over here till over here. So over here you will find Patkaibum also. Mishmi, Abor, Miri, Dafla. Nagaland you have highest peak as Saramati. Saramati, highest peak of Nagaland. Manipur, this is Manipur. Highest peak of Manipur is your Mount Iso. ISO. Now in Mizo Hills, you will find Blue Mountains as the highest peak. Blue Mountains. This Blue Mountain is the highest peak of Mizo Hill, also known as Phan Phui. Just check it out on Google. Phan Phui spelling, right? This is also known as Blue Mountain of Mizoram. This Manipur, Mount Iso. Nagaland, Saramati. Arunachal Pradesh, Patkaibum, Mishmi, Abor, Miri, Abor, Dafla. Tripura's highest peak is Betaling Chip. Betaling Chip. Okay, Betaling Chip. Your homework I am giving you, just found out their heights. No need to remember, but height. You will find that 900 meter, 1000 meter like this. Because these are not the part of Great Himalayas. These are the parts of basically you can say Middle Himalayas or below that Shivaliks also. Shivaliks also you don't call them, but these are the part of your Purvanchal Hills complex, right? Okay, one over here you will find Baral Range, Manipur, Assam and Nagaland. Baral Range. Mikir Hills. देखो ये Miri था. This is Mikir. Miri and Mikir are different. These are in the Assam region. Confusing? Let me tell you again. Okay, now on a blank we will be having it. See over here, guys. This is your, I am drawing it a bit larger, right? This is your northeastern part. I started with Arunachal Pradesh. This is your Dafla, Miri, Abor, and your DMA, Dafla, Miri, Abor, and your Mishmi. Those who are from Arunachal Pradesh, these are the tribes also. And over here, Patkaibum. Nagaland came. Naga Hills, highest peak. You know Saramati. Then Manipur will come. Highest Manipur Hills, Manipur Hills, and highest peak Mount Iso. Mizoram will come. Mizo Hills, largest peak Blue Mountain, which is also known as Phan Phui. Tripura, highest peak as Betaling Chip. Over here I have told you Assam, Mikir Hills, Mikir. Over here in this Manipur, Nagaland, Assam, we have most important Beral range. Beral, not Bakal, Beral range. Over here in Meghalaya, Garo Khasi Jaintia. But you have to remember this part only. Dafla, Miri, Abor, Mishmi, Patkaibum, Saramati, Iso, Blue Mountain, also known as Fangfui, Betling Chip, Mikir, and your Beral. Now, final revision if I want to do of these hills. Guys, this is, I am doing the basically complete understanding, the absorption of all these hills name, right? You should have this absorption, I'm telling you. Okay. Just wait. Let me draw it again. You should also know how to draw an Indian map. This is, I'm drawing a rough sketch. You can draw it in a much better way too. Okay. Over here, you find out. Okay, I am just marking it. K2, this 3 I have told you in Trans Himalayas. Then I have told you the ranges Karakoram, Ladakh, and Zanskar. This is your Kailash. Then I have told you what? The Great Himalayan Range, like this. On Great Himalayan Range, you have studied several peaks, like this. Namcha Barwa. Over here, you have 8 in Uttarakhand, Gangotri, Yamunotri, and Bandarpooch. Then Badrinath, Vana, Trishul, Kamet, Nanda Devi. Then over here, Damam, Dholagiri, Annapurna, M for Mansalu, Everest, Makalu, and in Sikkim, Kanchenjunga, and over here, Namcha Barwa. Then you are coming to the lesser Himalayas, Pir Panjal, Dhauladhar, and then over here, Masuri Range, Nagtippa, Mahabharat Range. Okay, then Shivaliks over here forming dunes in between them. And over here, you will be forming in the eastern part, Duars. Okay. Also, you will find in the eastern hill complex, you will find Dafla, Miri, Abor, Mishmi, Patkaibum, Saramati, Iso, your Lushai mountain, not Lushai, but in Mizoram, you will get Lushai mountains also. Blue mountain is known as Fongfui, Saramati, Mekir, Behral, Garo Khasi Jaintia, part of peninsular India, but you try to understand. This is the whole your Himalayan peaks, guys. Now, what you have to do, you have to read NCERT once. There you will find certain things like we have understood fault also, na? Like in Kashmir region, in Kashmir Himalayas, between Great Himalayas and Trans Himalayas, you will find Karevas. Now, Karevas are a type of soil, guys. These small information you have to complete it from NCERT. See this Karevas, guys, Kashmir Himalayas. These Karevas are the lake deposit basically, and it is famous for saffron cultivation. Now, this is the your NCERT map, and Patkaibum, Naga Hills, Mizo Hills, we have seen more than this, and we have tried to make the whole of what we have studied today. I would request you to revise it, and I'll meet you in the next video. If you want that video, I'll be making it for you for the peninsular India peaks and all. Rest of the peaks we will be completing. But remember that other video will be on passes. If you want passes video, glacier videos, do comment, guys, and how you are finding these videos. Do also mention. Again, I'm saying you don't go and try to do the revision again of the northeastern complex and this whole we have studied. Apart from that, just read out your 11th class NCERT, guys. Thank you so much. I'll meet you in the next session, guys.